What's up, family? It's none other than your boy JGiddins, the father. As usual, remember to be positive, be optimistic, keep positive people in your circle, as those three things are key to ensuring positivity is invited into your future. This is an update for those who don't know. I made a decision to read the entire Bible front to back 2 days ago. I started with Genesis, which I finished 2 days ago. Then I finished Exodus 1 day ago, and I just finished Leviticus today. So I just want to do an update with y'all and just have a discussion, which I have been doing on a daily basis with y'all. I'm going to jump right into it because y'all already know how we rock, right? So again, I finished Genesis, which was the creation story, just talking to you about, Adam, Eve, Cain, Abel, Seth, Noah, Shem, Ham, Abraham, Lanham, Isaac, Jacob, all of them, right? Then Exodus was talking about them leaving Egypt, Levi, Moses, when they was exiting Egypt and God was covering them, right? Then we went to Leviticus, right? Which, if you notice, has that preference Levi in it. So I think this was based on, and Levi is Moses's heir, right? Who Moses came from, right? But anyway, so Leviticus, y'all, just to update y'all. First of all, let me just hold on before we jump into it. First of all, my findings are still that the Bible does not apply to anybody with carbon in their skin. And I say carbon, not melanin, because I do not know any scientific tie of melanin to us. So the carbonated beings, right? The indigenous to this planet, right? There is no reason that we should be talking about this Bible. I don't understand what this has to do with us. And so far, I'm 3 books in and I still don't. I'll be starting Numbers tomorrow, but let's go ahead and get into it, right? My objective, my perspective on it still stands the same. It's bullshit as it relates to us. All right. So let's keep on going. So look, Leviticus essentially, right? I told y'all that Exodus was basically a bunch of ritual practice, a bunch of explanation of how to conjure, right? Blood offerings, things like that. Leviticus is an extension of that, but like also a bunch of fear tactics to scare you, right? As you see, the first thing is start off, right? And the Lord called unto Moses and spake unto him out of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, speak unto the children, right? If any man of you bring an offering, right? So they already starting off letting you know, and what they say, cattle, herd, flock, right? Burnt sacrifice, right? You see, if his offering be a burnt sacrifice of the herd, right? So this kind of lets you know what the tone for Leviticus is. I went through and I highlighted a couple things. I honestly didn't highlight much, but I highlighted a couple things just to kind of like spark some conversation for y'all in case y'all don't say anything to get me talking, right? So the first one I think was in chapter 4, right? This right here, right? So peep this, right? When a ruler have sinned and done somewhat through ignorance against any of the commandments of the Lord, his God concerning things which should not be done, and is guilty, right? Right? Or if his sin wherein he hath sinned come to his knowledge, he shall bring his offering, a kid of the goats, a male without blemish, right? Now, first of all, if you think that kid is only limited to animals, you fooling yourself. Okay? Now, they're not going to say this here, but you fooling yourself. So you should already understand what's going on our planet and why so many kids come. But listen, what this is basically telling you is that if a ruler sinned, right? So that would mean a president, that would mean the prime minister, that would mean the Pope, that would mean anybody who's in these ruling positions as it relates to who this Bible is talking about, which is God's chosen people, which are who? The Israelites, right? Anybody who considers themselves of that family, right? He's basically telling you that if you sin, basically offer something to him, right? So what happens is they have to make offerings. I'm gonna move on to the next highlight in a minute, but I just want to show me as I'm talking to y'all. So basically, they have to make offerings when they sin. So when they do certain things, they have to repent with an offering, right? And that's typically going to be something with blood where they spoke. Look, let me look. I'm not going to go into detail, but look, he shall lay his hand upon the head of the goat and kill it in the place where they killed the burnt offering, right? Right? The priest will take the blood of the sin offering, right? His finger, Place it upon the horns on the altar. So look, this is all of that shit that y'all be seeing on movies. You know how you see on movies when they go out in the forest and they take a virgin and they stab her and they conjure and stuff? This is what the Bible is. That's what the Bible is. This is what I'm trying to get. But anyway, look, let's keep going because I think I had some other stuff that I had highlighted. Let me just keep on going. And when y'all watching this, anybody who watching this back, comment anything that you want to comment so we can, kind of converse about it. I don't mind having a conversation. Anybody who's in here right now, what's up? First of all, let me shout everybody out. What's up to you? Sliced of Life. What's up, family? Let me go ahead and ping you for being respectful and saying what's up to everybody, because I got nothing but love for anybody who's on a vibrational level to consume this information. What's up to my family, Falana G? That's my family right there, the goddess, right? Chanel, Wisdom 4, what's up to you, family? Sliced of Life, of course. Cosmic Chi, 615 Pedro, who suggested that I put this on YouTube. And Pedro, I'm gonna make sure I do that, alright? Maya 2600, one love to you as well, okay? But so let's keep on going though, because I had some other stuff that I had. I don't know where it was, because this was 27 This book was 27 chapters, which is not that long, so I finished it today. And I honestly spent most of today at my grandmother's house helping her because her house flooded and I had to help her with some stuff. So I only had a couple hours to read this, but I still was able to finish it. Now look, this I just want to show y'all so that y'all can see that Thanksgiving is a ritual, okay? Thanksgiving is a ritual. One more time for the third. Thanksgiving is a ritual before God. Look at this. If he offer it for a thanksgiving, right, which just means to give thanks to the Lord, right? If he offer it for a thanksgiving, then he shall offer with the sacrifice of thanksgiving unleavened cakes mingled with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil, and cakes mingled with oil of fine flour fried, right? Now, and look, besides the cakes, he shall offer for his offering leavened bread with the sacrifice of thanksgiving of his peace offerings, right? Now, this is what they was doing after they conquered us. When they came and took the land and then they had Thanksgiving, they was giving thanks to their Lord who sent them here. Because you got to understand, the king of Spain, who is one who practices Christianity, obviously, is who sent the forces here to do what they did. I mean, it gets deeper than that, but I'm just covering that, right? And they go deeper into this, but I'm not going to go into it. I'm just kind of showing y'all a little, see, remainder of the flesh for the sacrifice. So this is where and they tell you in here that anybody who eats a fowl, right? FOWL. For those who don't know, a fowl is a bird, right? That's what they mean. You got to look up these words in here because they don't mean what you think they mean. So whenever you don't understand something, look it up, right? But whoever eats a fowl, it disconnects their soul. It has a negative effect on you to eat a fowl during a peace offering or a sacrifice. A ritual, right? So this is why they give you birds. This is why they give you, turkey, chicken, ham. They give you, or not ham, but turkey, chicken when you eat in Thanksgiving, and they want you to eat that because it actually has a negative effect for your soul on it, right? And then after that, they have rituals so that they can bring themselves back to good honor with the Lord. You get what I'm saying? So basically they have Thanksgiving so that they damn you, and then they go do rituals so that they could get back on the right point. You get what I'm saying? And then they leave everybody else fucked. Because, God is a very forgiving God as long as you're willing to offer. Right? So and a lot of people don't know this stuff. So if you eat all of this stuff on Thanksgiving, you eating the fowl, right? And you doing all of this stuff that violates the Lord's creed, right? And you don't know how to offer to him to make that up. And I'm going to go into that a little bit later. Again, Leviticus has 27 books. And I didn't highlight every book, but or every chapter, Leviticus has 27 chapters. I didn't highlight every chapter, but I highlighted like maybe 3 or 4 things throughout that I'm going to just go over, right? But let's keep going, right? So look, I don't know why I highlighted this stuff because I was reading this like hours ago, but I just highlighted things that I thought I wanted to bring up in the live, right? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, Ye shall eat no manner of fat, or ox, or sheep, or goat, right? And the fat of the beast that dieth of itself, right? And the fat of that which is torn with beasts may be used in any other use, but ye shall in no wise eat of it, right? This is why during slavery, they gave that to us and they didn't eat that, and they gave that to you, right? For whosoever eateth the fat of the beast, of which men offer an offering, right, made by fire unto the Lord, even the soul that eateth it shall be cut from his people, right? So what they was doing was making sure that they, on a spiritual level, disconnected you from God. This is what Thanksgiving was about. Y'all follow what I'm saying? I don't be saying nobody comment, but maybe it's because y'all listening. But, you know, like I said, just understand that when we talking about this Thanksgiving, this is a sacrificial offering, a ritual, a ritualistic practice. This is why it's done on a calendar, which was created by Pope Gregory, right? In 1850, when was it? 18, when was it? I forget, y'all. When was it that he created the calendar? It was, I think, oh no, it was 1582. My apologies. I got the numbers mixed up. It was 1582 when he created the calendar. All right. So they created that so that they could have a ritualistic practice of these things. And they make you eat this stuff because they know what condition it puts you in with the Lord. So they make sure that you are not considered one of the people. Right. Moreover, ye shall eat no manner of blood, whether it be fowl, right? That's the bird I was telling y'all about, right? Be of fowl or of beast in any of your dwellings. So they're telling you that you don't eat a bird or a beast when you're given a Thanksgiving sacrifice, or when you're given a sacrifice, right? You said, I'm listening. Good to know. I can believe it. I heard this several times. I mean, it's there. This is the Bible. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to believe it. I'm showing you this is in the Bible. If you I just don't have one with a paperback because I don't like books. I like information. I don't like books. You know what I'm saying? If y'all follow what I mean. I like information, not books. All right. But let's keep on going. So I just put that there because I wonder, oh, okay, I highlighted something down here. So what does this say? I don't know. Which the Lord commanded to be given them of the children of Israel in the day that he anointed them by a statute forever throughout their generations, right? So they're just telling you, all right, let me keep going. This is the law of the burnt offering, of the meat offering, and of the sin offering, and of the trespass offering, and of the consecrations, and of the sacrifice of the peace offerings, right? These are all different types of offerings that you can do to put yourself back in good position with the Lord. Most people don't know about this though. So you eating this shit and putting yourself, I'm saying if you're a Christian, if you're somebody who follows this Bible, you are putting yourself in a bad position with the Lord. And I'm going to show you later what he do to motherfuckers who do this. And this is why your life is trife if you believe in him and you allow him to have power over you, which the Lord commanded Moses in Mount Sinai in the day that he commanded the children of Israel to offer their oblations unto the Lord of the wilderness of Sinai, right? So when they're talking about, let me just take a quick break from that, right? When they're talking about Mount Sinai, that's the Caucasus Mountains, okay? For those who don't know, it's called Mount Ararat, Mount Sinai, those areas, right? Canaan, these areas are all areas around the Caucasus Mountains, right? Which is why I don't understand why people believe that this is about us and this is for us. It has nothing to do with us. And I'm gonna touch into that in a little bit as well, because the more you read the Bible, the more you can see that when God in this Bible, the Lord was talking to his people, he was mentioning to them that there are other people and don't fuck with them. He was mentioning there are other inhabitants of the planet. Don't fuck with them, or I will smite thee. He was mentioning that to them. Who do you think those other people was? You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, because we always been here, and that's proven genetically, right? But let's get back to, you know what I'm saying? Let's get back to what the dealio is, right? So, because I highlighted something else, and remember it's 27 chapters, y'all. So, right, exactly. High Vibe said us. I ain't highlight nothing in here. I could have. You see all of these. See, and the thing was, look, this gets exhausting, y'all. I was reading this, and this gets so exhausting because all of this is just a bunch of burn this, burn that, burn these people, tie them up, or burn this, burn that, cut the head off, kill it, sprinkle the blood on your finger, put it in, you know what I'm saying? It gets tiring, burn the kidneys. It gets tiring reading it because it's so much death and blood and like, you know, it's not us, bro. And if you somebody who follow this, like, don't come near my house, bro. Cause like oh my goodness. But let's keep going. Let me see. Right, it's nothing but death and destruction. And this is being commanded to be done by God. Like, it's not like these people are doing this on their own. Like, they being told to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they following the Lord's will. So everything that y'all see that's going on, these children sacrifices and all that stuff, they're not wrong. They're following what they're told to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? They actually are not wrong by their Bible. It's just whether or not you think you're supposed to be doing it too. So if you believe, hold on, y'all, my tablet froze. What's happening here? Hold on, my tablet froze. What's going on? Oh, come on, bro. How did this happen? All right, all right, all right. I don't know what book I was on. I think I was on 8. Let me just make sure that there's nothing here. My apologies. Oh, 7. Okay, 7 had one. Oh, no, wait. Thanksgiving. Oh, no, okay. Is this the one I read to y'all already? Yeah, 5. Okay, I read that one. Let's move on. Right? What's up to everybody who in here? Anybody who watching this back, one love to you. First of all, if you watching this back right now, let me say this real quick. If you watching this back right now, it takes a lot of psychological and spiritual fortitude to get through this much of a video like this, because most people vibrating too low to even make it through this video. So I want to say one love to you if you watching this back, and I ask that you comment with your perspective or your thoughts on what I'm saying is, because if you made it through this much of the video, you either an agent who watching me to see how much I'm putting out there, or you actually somebody who care. And I just ask out of respect that we all just comment and build, because I'm not doing this for nothing. It's JGiddins on speak for nothing. I got bars you can eat for supper. You better learn. Let's go. Y'all know. Those who, if you know, you know. All right, so look. Let me see. This is where it froze up. Oh, you know what? It's not that it froze. I think it's only 8. Oh, my apologies, y'all. It didn't freeze. It's only 8 verses in this one. But you see, they still telling you about what to do, because they don't have no respect for women in this book at all. Like, women is pieces of shit in this book. And first of all, if you're a woman who follows the Bible, like, I feel for you, because you ain't got no type respect in this thing. But they telling you what to do to a woman. Like, listen, let's not, because she's unclean, and you know what I'm saying? They talking about after she have a baby, she can't have sex because blah blah blah. But listen, let's keep going. So, because I highlighted something else. We almost at the end, because there's 27. And when we get to the end, it's something I want to show y'all in this book that they have. But mainly, like I said, this book is about, it is like an extension of Exodus, showing you more rituals and how to offer things, and it's giving commandments as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, this book is about telling you, look, they still talking about offerings, sin offerings, the ram burning, like atonement. You know what I'm saying? This is basically like so that you can commit sins and then atone for it. So there's no way to do wrong. Like, if you follow this Bible, bro, you can take a little kid and slit their throat, and then after that, you good. If you atone, you know what I'm saying? You can commit suicide and still be good. And I'm gonna show you where it say that. Somebody says it's a love-hate relationship with God in their Bible. It is. High Vibe said, I told folks that Satan been against the melanated woman since they created the Bible. Exactly. And I don't believe that we have melanin, because I don't know any scientific evidence of that. I believe we have carbon. But I know that most people say that, so I'll just go with you saying. I ain't trying to challenge you, God. I just, High Vibe, I ain't trying to challenge you. It's just, I don't follow that and subscribe to the belief that we have melanin. There's no scientific evidence of that. But let me just keep on, let me keep on going. So look, there was something else but the carbonated beings on this planet, they definitely have it out for us. And look, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, right? Now, this is the reason I'm trying to remember why I highlighted this, but I think it's because I wanted to show y'all, right, that there's other gods, right? There's other gods, and this is why they show you, look, alright, thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of God. I am the Lord, right? So what they mean by that, right, and what I recommend that y'all do, right, No, you good, family. I wasn't even trying to challenge you. Like I said, hi vibe. If you say melanin, that's fine. I just like to correct it because you on my live, and I'm, anytime that I'm there, I'm gonna make sure that I correct any kind of scientific information that I may miscorrectly say or anything like that. But look, I want to show y'all. Anytime that this is what I do, right? Keep up a window, right? I keep up a window. See this window, right? And have it say this, right? See where it says meaning. See there where I have meaning in the KJVB, which is King James Version Bible. Keep that there and just type in stuff, right? So Molech, right? Because you're gonna need this, like three score, right? Now what's Molech, right? A deity associated with biblical sources, right? This is a deity. I did not mean it. Come on, bro. I did not mean to do that. All right, but just know that and you got to look this stuff up because you won't know. Like sometimes in the Bible they say three score, right? And I didn't know what that meant, right? So when you put in three score here, and this is a slight deviation just to show y'all when y'all studying this Bible, you got to read this thing and study it. Three score means 60. An old word meaning 60, three score. So when they say three score, you won't know what that means if you don't look that up. So make sure that you know what I'm saying? Don't read this just to be reading it. That's what they want you to do. Read this to study it. You know what I'm saying? Study this Bible. So that you really, you know what I'm saying? And not the way, bro, they really gonna restart everything? You're gonna really restart everything. All right, here we go, right? So look, now that we know what Molech is, right? It says, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, right? What they're saying is don't sacrifice your kids to Molech because Molech is an existing deity. And there's many deities. There's many gods out there. He actually says this in Exodus. There's many gods out there. You said, I think I read for some text. For some text, Molech sacrifice kids. Yeah, that's what he was saying. Don't sacrifice your kids to Molech, right? Now, let's go down further. And this is where they tell you, don't be gay. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast, right? Because it is confusion, right? They basically telling you, stay away from gayness, stay away from bestiality. That's what that's saying. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, blah, 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 right? Now, this is where you see that this is where you see that this book not about us. And the land is defiled. Therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitants, right? Ye shall therefore keep thy status and judgments, and shall not commit these abominations. I think I expanded on this later. Hold up. The land spew out. Hold up. Shall not commit these abominations, neither of any of you own nation nor stranger, blah, blah. Okay. What this is basically telling you is that he's saying that he's telling his people, right? God is telling his people that there are going to be some people out there who do shit, atrocious shit. Don't listen to them because they were vomited out by the land itself. Basically saying they garbage. You know what I'm saying? They garbage that the earth has thrown up. Don't listen to them. And I think he mentions it again in here, and I think I highlighted it. And and if I did, I'm gonna show y'all. All right, so let's keep going. We on 19. It's only 27 chapters. All right, so look. And whosoever lieth carnally with a woman that is a bondmaid, betrothed to a husband, and not at all redeemed, nor freedom given her, she shall be scourged. They shall not be put to death because she was not free. Now, this is where I tell y'all they don't have no type respect for the woman in the Bible. So let me break this down. And whosoever lieth carnally with a woman, right? Now, carnally means like to look at something as meat, right? To lust after, right? That's what they're saying. So they're saying if you lust after a woman and lay with her, right? That is a bondmaid. A bondmaid is a whore, a prostitute, a harlot, right? Peace and love to you, Tiny Rich. I appreciate you coming into the live, and shout out to everybody who's in here who was able to sit through this much of the live. That's nothing but love to you, all right? But basically, they're telling you that this is a whore, this is a prostitute, right? So basically, he who lies, right, and lusts after a woman who is a prostitute, right, who is betrothed to a husband, right, meaning she has a husband. Let's see real quick, y'all. Let's see real quick because let's see real quick. Y'all about to see live action research. Hold on. Right? So betrothed, right? Meaning in the Bible, right? What does that mean? Let's see what it says. A man and woman were betrothed or espoused each to each other when they were engaged to be married, right? So what they're saying is a woman, right? What they're saying is he who lays with a woman lustfully and pays for sex, but she is already tied to another man and not at all redeemed, she shall be scourged, right? But nothing will happen to him because she was not free, right? She shall be scourged, but they shall not be put to death because she was not free, right? So basically, because they paid for her, you know what I'm saying? So, anywho, look, I was just showing that ain't even really that important. I was just kind of showing y'all, right? And then what does it say after that? And he shall bring his trespass offering, right? So listen, remember how I told you they can do anything they want. So you can sleep with a man's husband and all you got to do is do a trespass offering after that, right? And we described what a trespass offering was earlier in the book, right? And it requires that you bring a ram and a bunch of other stuff, right? So this is, you can do anything when you are following this book. You know what I'm saying? This book allows you to play God because all you got to do is do an offering and you get back right with the Lord, right? Now let's see right here, right? Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. They basically saying, don't cut your hair and don't get tattoos. This is why the Israelites, those who believe they are the Israelites, the chosen ones, they follow this. The Lord's people, they follow this, right? So they're telling you that. Do not prostitute thy daughter, you know, blah, 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 right? Now, regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God, right? So they're basically telling you that, you know, regard not them that have familiar spirits, right? So basically, if you meet someone, right, haircuts and tattoos, if you meet someone and they seem like, you know, you can bond with them and they making sense and you like, oh, yo, wait, like me, right? I would be a familiar spirit, like you feeling what I'm saying. You like, oh, snap, like, yeah, I feel you, dog, right? They're saying neither seek after wizards, right? So, which are going to be those who are wise, right? Those who practice magic. He's talking about the indigenous. Like, just to keep it 100, he's talking about the indigenous. He's saying to be defiled by them, right? Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head, right? Which hoary means like old, right? And let's do some, I know because I did it already, but let's do some let's do some live research just so that y'all can see, so we can get into practice. This is Bible study. Hoary, right? What does that mean? Let's search it up, right? Extremely old, ancient, right? In the Bible. What does it mean in the Bible? Right? Gray haired, right? So hoary head. So that's what they're saying, right? Because you got to make sure that you know what they're saying. Don't get lost in the sauce, all right? If anytime you don't know. So look, thou shalt rise up before the hoary head, right? Meaning the wise man, the old wise man, wizard, right? And honor the face of the old man and fear thy God, right? Right? So he basically saying, look him in the eyes and let him know that you fear your God and you're not listening to him. And if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, ye shall not vex him, right? They basically saying somebody who's not of God's chosen people, the Israelites, whoever you want to consider them, if they sojourn with you, right? And sojourn means like to travel, to wander, right? If you're with them, do not vex him. You know what I'm saying? Ye shall not vex him, meaning do not vex means to be like, vex just means like to be, you know, like to be in favor of, to really like, to follow. He's saying, I am your God. He's a jealous God. And he meant that when he said it. He said that on Mount Sinai when they first came out of Egypt. All right, let's keep going. All right, now let me read this for y'all. I think I remember why I did this. We get into the end, y'all, for all the people who probably like, how long is this video? It's 27 chapters in here, so I highlighted a couple things. Let's read it. Look. Again thou shalt say to the children of Israel, whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that giveth any of his seed unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. This is God telling his people to stone people, G. Like, you know what I'm saying? What type of God? Okay, anyway, let's keep going. And I will set my face against that man and will cut him off from among his people, because he hath given of his seed unto Molech to defile my sanctuary and to profane my holy name, right? And if the people of the land do any ways hide their eyes from the man when he giveth of his seed unto Molech, and kill him not, then I will set my face against that man and against his family, and will cut him off, and all that go whoring after him to commit whoredom with Moloch, right? He's basically telling you that if you, he says, sounds like the government, right? And the government is run by who? Roman Catholics, the Vatican, right? Exactly. So now you see why it all makes sense what's happening. He's basically telling you, if you worship any deity other than him, he gonna hunt your ass down. And if there's anybody around who see you doing it, and they see where he said, and if the people of the land, right? And when he say the people of the land, he's talking about his people, the Israelites. He's talking about his people. If you do in any ways hide your eyes from the man, meaning if you don't see him and tell people, yo, he doing this, and snitch, when he, you know, following with Moloch, and you don't kill him like he told you to, stone him, right? Then he's going to set his face against you and your family, right? This is a malicious God. Y'all wildin'. This is a malicious God. All right, so look, for everyone that curseth his father. Now this, all right, now I know why I highlighted this, right? So this is how you control people. You know what I'm saying? The reason it says, for everyone that curseth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. He hath cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him, right? The reason it says that is because they need to make sure that this religion passed down through generations and nobody tries to veer off from what's going on. So basically, this allows his chosen people, his followers, right? This allows them to turn on anybody who dares turn against what their mother and father say. And their mother and father obviously is going to be, you know, one of these. So that ensures that the legacy continues. Y'all follow what I mean by that? I'm sure you probably do. Shout out to everybody who in here. We got 9 people in here. I see Stayfly67, Gun 6478, Creative Dynasty, One Love. Shout out to everybody in here. Cambino came in, but I think they might have left. So if you're not in here no more, one love to you for coming in, if you are. All right, let's move down to this one. We still on chapter 20. I don't know if I highlighted anything. Oh, I did. All right, let's do this real quick. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Yeah, he's just basically telling you, if 2 men have sex, kill them. Right? This is showing you. I'm showing you in the Bible why they kill gay people. Right? If you go over like to Israel, they don't play that gay shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not speaking against gay people. If you are one who is homosexual, I'm not speaking against you. That's your choice. That's your decision. Me personally, let me just real quick give my perspective on that before anybody think that I'm homophobic or something, because I am not homophobic. My understanding of it and my belief of it is that I don't care who you have sex with. Quite honestly, that's none of my business. And I don't even know what the hell you telling me for. So like a lot of guys that would be like, oh, you mad that I'm gay? You got a problem that I'm gay? I'm like, bro, why the fuck are you telling me who you have sex with? That's like me going, hey, yo, you mad I like to hit my girl from the back, yo? You mad I like to smack and grab her hair, yo? Like, that's none of my business who you have sex with, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's none of my business who you have sex with. So a lot of these people, I think it's not about being homosexual. I think it's about them not wanting to be a man. And that I do have a problem with, because that violates cosmic law and that violates universal law. And you are going to have karma for that. And it's not about like, oh, you wrong for being gay. It's not even a thing of right and wrong. Right and wrong and good and bad don't exist. The only thing that exists in the universe is positive and negative, right? Positive is something that progresses and procreates. Something that is negative is something that negates things, right? Hence the root word negate and negative, right? If you're negating something, and if you are homosexual, you are negating life, right? If you are choosing to not still procreate. Now, if you decide, oh, I like to get fucked in my ass, if you're a guy and you like to have something up your butt, but you still are willing to impregnate a woman in order to continue life, then that's nobody's business, bro. I mean, you could stick a broom mop, you could stick a dildo up your butt. It's no difference between that and a guy. It's just something going in your butt. Who cares? And that's nobody's business. Like, you shouldn't even be talking to somebody about what you do sexually. You know what I'm saying? I always thought it was weird that, like, gay people want to tell everybody, I'm gay. Are you mad? Like, nigga, I don't care what you do. It's none of my business. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I just wanted to give my take on that. I don't think that, like, it's wrong to be homosexual. I just think that it's wrong to refuse to procreate. So if you one of those people who like, I'm with a man, a guy, like you're a guy and you like, I'm with a man, I'm staying with a man, I'm gonna marry a man and I don't want nothing to do with a woman keeping away from me, I don't want to procreate, you are anti-life. You go against the cosmos. And if you think no karma's coming from that, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. But anyway, I'm gonna keep on going. That was just my perspective. Alright? Now look. Alright, so look, this was the next thing that said. Ye shall therefore keep all my statuses. Alright, ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments and do them, that the land whither, right? The land whither means just like the land where you are, I bring you to dwell therein, spew you not out. Right? So he basically saying, as long as you do as I said, then you can dwell and I'm not going to kick you out, right? Spew just means to kick you out, right? And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation. And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation, which I cast out before you, right? So, and for they committed all these things and therefore I abhorred them. Now listen, he just told you that there was people there before his people. Listen to what he said. And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation which I cast out before you. He's saying don't do like them people do that was there that I casted out, right? So for instance, Egyptians, right? All of the people who were there before you took the land, right? When the Spanish conquistadors went around killing everybody and conquering everybody, right? For they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them, right? Now, but I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, and land that floweth with milk and honey. Nigga, how you gonna give them milk and honey when milk come from a cow, and cows are fake creatures? Cows were actually created through a process called eugenics. Floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, which have separated you from. My apologies. Okay. So basically, like, you know, yeah, y'all. So look. They just basically telling you right there, don't be like them motherfuckers you gonna run across. Okay. Cause y'all gotta understand, he's talking to his people in Mount Sinai because he's telling them that there is a promised land that they're gonna get, right? This is what, you know, Hitler was talking about with the Jews will not replace us. Who are the Jews, right? They believe they're the Israelites, right? And they believe that their land is any land that they travel to that God gives them. And he was saying, y'all niggas won't replace us. No, you won't. No, get the hell out of here, right? When all of this was going on, this all ties into this because he actually studied Christianity and then he dropped out of it and didn't like it. Because he didn't like what he was hearing, because he wasn't considered Israelite, right? It's a whole, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta understand, you know, I mean, you don't have to understand the goddamn thing. All right, let's keep going. All right, because it's not that important that we dwell on that. Let me see. I haven't highlighted anything. Right, so he took our land, America, and gave it to the heathens. Exactly. And America is not our land because America is named after Amerigo Vespucci, which is an Italian, and we are not Italian. However, the land that they renamed America, yes, that part of the land. I mean, they took all of the land. So not just America, this is our entire planet. They took the entire planet when they got here in the Caucasus Mountains. Starting, you know what I'm saying, they took everything. All right, but look, let's keep on going. Alright, I highlighted something here. Alright, they shall therefore keep mine ordinance, lest they bear sin for it and die therefore. Alright, so look, this is promoting suicide. Let me explain that. This is telling you that you can commit suicide and you good, right? Listen. They shall therefore keep mine ordinance, lest they bear sin for it and die therefore, if they profane it. I, the Lord, do sanctify them, right? So what this is saying is, right, when he says, they shall therefore keep mine ordinance, right? He's saying basically, do as I said, right? Do everything that I said. Unless, right, when he say lest they, unless you bear sin for it. When he say bear sin, meaning, bear sin, like show that you were being sinful and die therefore, die for it. If they profane it. When they say profane, they mean speak negatively of, talk back about. That's what profanity is, right? So he's saying, if you do sin, but you speak on the fact that you sinned negatively and die for it, the Lord will sanctify you. Y'all follow what I'm saying? No, I need y'all to tell me if y'all follow that, okay? Y'all seen like in movies how somebody will slit their wrist and they go by the edge and they say, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, and then they kill themselves. Y'all ever seen like in movies and stuff where that happen? They'll jump off the edge of the cliff, or they'll, slit themselves, they'll kill themselves, and they'll say, forgive me, for I have sinned, right? This is where this comes from. Not just this one either. There's other parts of the Bible that say it too, but this is showing you that, right? All right, let's move to here. But if the priest buy any soul with his money, right? And then listen to this, y'all. Listen to this fucking evil ass shit. Y'all hear this? Listen. But if the priest buy any soul with his money, he shall eat of it. And he that is born in his house, they shall eat of his meat. Now tell me this don't sound like a cannibalistic ritual. Are y'all following? Am I tripping? Because I don't consider myself to be foolish, but help me understand. If the priest buy any soul with his money, he shall eat of it. And he that is born in his house, they shall eat of his meat. Right? And then it goes down to tell you, if the priest's daughter is married, she must eat of it as well, right? Now look, then they say this, right? If a man, and listen, let me tell y'all this before I go into this, right? I'm about to go into something. I want to say this to you. You have to watch who you're around, and you have to watch what you're doing, because there's something called GBA, guilty by association, and you are guilty by association. And I'm about to show you why. So you can be sitting with some people who, who are into some things that you don't know about, and you sitting there with them just having a meal, chilling, and you are now a part of this ritual and you don't know. Let me show you how. All right, so look. And if a man eat of the holy thing unwittingly, right? Meaning that meat that he was talking about right here, if the priest buy any soul, he shall eat of it, and those born in his house. Look. If a man eat of the holy thing unwittingly, right? Meaning you don't know no better. He said a RICO law. So let's say unwittingly, meaning let's say he invited you over to his house. You in his house, you came over for dinner, right? And if a man eat of the holy thing unwittingly, then he shall put the fifth part thereof unto it, and shall give unto the priest with the holy thing. And they shall not profane the holy things of the children of Israel, which they offer unto the Lord. What that means is, bitch, you better not say nothing bad about what we doing either, right? What this mean is, I'm going to invite you over to my crib. You going to eat, and you going to put a part into this. And motherfucker, you better not profane against what we doing, or suffer them to bear the iniquity of trespass, which will be what? A trespass ritual. When they eat their holy things, for I, the Lord, do sanctify them, right? So he's basically saying, if they do speak on what y'all doing, then they have to do a trespass ritual. This is what this is saying. Y'all following what I mean? All right. But anywho, let me move down, right? Because I don't know why I highlighted this, but let's go through it. Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, and unto all the children of Israel, and say unto them, whatsoever he be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers in Israel, that will offer his oblation for all of his vows. Why did I highlight this? And for all his free will offerings, which they will offer unto the Lord for a burnt offering. So this is just describing to you that the Lord was telling Moses to tell Aaron, because Aaron is hence Aaron boy, right? Aaron was like an errand boy for Moses. He was the person that Moses decided he's going to speak through, because he decided he didn't want the people to speak directly to him. But basically, the Lord told Moses, right, speak to Aaron and tell him that people can do free will offerings. They can give burnt offerings whenever they want. Ye shall offer at your own will a male without blemish of beeves of the sheep or of the goats. Right? Now, don't they call you sheep? Don't they call people sheep? Right? So if you think that this is limited to just animals, you're out of your mind. But look, but whatsoever hath a blemish, that shall ye not offer, shall not be acceptable for you. And whatsoever offer a sacrifice of peace offerings. Listen, I'm not going to finish that. Just know that it's basically telling your ass, you know what I'm saying, you can give an offering whenever you want to. You know what I'm saying? If you decide that you want to say, look, God, here's the offering I want to give to you. See, if I was a child of this God, I would be all with it, because that's my God. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be an evil motherfucker in the eyes of people, because look, my God told me I'm good. What you mean? I could see you and your family and see your daughter and want to take her. And I can do that. And I can still get invited to the heaven, to the land of milk and honey, because all I have to do is do a trespass offering. Or if I'm in good favor with the Lord, because I do a lot of offerings, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention, it gets deeper than this. There are ways for you to actually conjure up and go behind the veil and actually see God. He says that. You can actually see God. There's a dark cloud that you go into that he spoke of on Mount Sinai that Moses and Aaron went into, right? And he allowed people to come into. And there were certain things you have to do to do it. So I'm just telling you, if you follow this Bible and you believe this Bible, there's a lot of things that you can do to connect with your God, because he is one of many that you can connect with. It's a ritualistic practice. And this is what this is showing you. This is what Leviticus and Exodus is all about. They're showing you how to offer and how to get in contact with him. I wouldn't recommend that y'all do this, because he probably going to fuck you up, because you are not one of his people. You know what I'm saying? His people are descendants of Adam and Eve, of Noah, of Seth, of Abraham, of Ham, of Isaac, of Jacob, of Joseph, right? Of Moses, of Levi, right? Which are Arabians, and Arabians are Caucasoids. All right, so look, let's keep on going. So look, this is Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving is a sacrifice. That's all. Thanksgiving is a sacrificial ritual. That's all it is, right? And when ye will offer a sacrifice of thanksgiving unto the Lord, offer it at your own will, right? Okay? When ye will offer a sacrifice of thanksgiving unto the Lord, offer it at your own will. So this is showing you Thanksgiving is a sacrifice. It's a ritualistic sacrifice. And we went over before how that works. You're not supposed to eat certain parts of the body. You're not supposed to do that. And this is why they gave that to us during slavery, because that was putting you out of God's favor and making you have curses on you for that. Although you didn't know. And they was eating it too. A lot of them eat it too. But at the end of the day, they know how to put themselves back in good favor through ritual practice. And you don't know that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? And when I say you, I mean the people who believe that they are of this Bible. They believe they are Israelites, right? Which means that you are a descendant of Jacob, who was a Caucasoid. Which I don't know how you believe that you are of a white person's genealogy. I mean, the genes don't match up. It doesn't make any sense. But like I said, everybody is free to believe what they want to believe. And, I don't really believe in religion, and religion judges people. And I'm not about judging people. Everybody has free will. I'm one with the universe. So if you want to follow this, you can. I just believe that everybody deserves to know. You deserve to be, if you follow in this book, you deserve to know everything about this book. That's why I'm reading it front to back. And I'm gonna show everybody what it is, like what it's talking about. Because a lot of people are busy with busyness, right? You have jobs and you have busyness, and you don't have time to do this. So that's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here. Because this is my purpose. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if I did anything else. Again, Leviticus only has 27 chapters, y'all. So I think it's only one more thing I wanted to show y'all in here, and then I'm gonna let y'all go if they don't kick me off first. Right? What did I want to show y'all? I think 25 is like the longest book in there. Alright, okay. Here's something here. Alright. I am the Lord your God, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, that you should not be their bondman, right? And I have broken the bands of your yoke and made you go upright, right? But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, if ye shall despise my statutes, or your soul abhor my judgments, so ye do not do my commandments, blah, 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 I will do this unto you. And then he goes, this is about fear. That's why I highlighted this. So I wanted to show y'all that a large part of the Bible is about fear. And fear is a low vibration, which you never want to stoop to. But this Bible puts fear in you, right? Look at what he says. It's tough even reading this stuff. This is why a lot of people can't really stomach reading this stuff, because it really is tough. He tells you that if you don't listen to him, look what he gonna do to you, right? This is some evil shit, y'all. Like, this is some evil shit. If you, look, I will do this unto you, right? I will appoint over you terror, consumption, right? Meaning he will consume you. Burning ague, right? Which just means to suffer, right? That shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of the heart, right? This is what he's telling you. And ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it, right? I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. You know what I'm saying? You will hearken from me, and then I will punish you 7 times more. Bro, that's your God, bro? That's your God, bro? This is your God? Y'all niggas crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is evil, bro. Look, I will break the pride of your power, and I will make you heaven as iron, and your earth as brass, and your strength shall be spent in vain. For your land shall not yield her increase. Listen, he just describing to you that he gonna fuck you over, G. If you know what I'm saying? He's putting fear in you. Do this not sound like an abusive husband? You know what I'm saying? Don't this sound like an abusive husband? Ain't this all of the shit that a nigga who beating on his wife tell her? Because he don't ever want her to leave. He don't ever want her to look nowhere else. So do a nigga or do a nigga not be beating on his wife and tell her, bitch, don't nobody what, look. Nah, look at me when I'm telling y'all this. Speak this. All of us know a man that been beating on his woman or a situation like that. What do he say to her? He put fear in her, right? Now, other people who don't have that fear, right? Those of us who don't have that fear of this Bible will say, it's good men out there, it's other people out there, you don't have to be with him. But she'll be like, no, and she'll make excuses for her abuse, which is what people who follow this Bible would do. Oh, no, it's okay because God's a jealous God, so it's okay. They'll make excuses for it, just like a beaten woman. So he slap his woman, bitch, ain't nobody gonna want you. Bitch, you ain't shit. Bitch, you stupid. Bitch, you ugly. Ain't nobody gonna want you. I'll kill you. Right? He tell her this stuff. Why? So she will be fearful and she'll never leave. Right? You said, bro, what you read and what's that? The Bible. Yeah, bro, it's the Bible. Yeah, it's Leviticus. That's a part of the Bible. It's Leviticus. Yes, sir. So basically, you know what I'm saying? That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what, yeah. That's what you gotta know. So that's what all of this is about. I think that's why I highlighted that. Like I said, y'all, I read this earlier today. I finished this book earlier today. Actually, I finished it about an hour ago. But, I just highlighted stuff as I went through. But look, if they shall confess their iniquity, and this is where it tells you that you can get away with anything, right? If you follow this God, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. If this was my God, boy, I'd be having a time with this world, boy. I'd be having a time with this world. But this is not my God, and I do not follow this God. But if you follow this God, G, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Look at this. If they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers with their trespass, right? They're talking about a trespass offering, which they trespassed against me, and that also they have walked contrary unto me, and that I also have walked contrary unto them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies. If then their uncircumcised hearts be humbled, and they then accept of the punishment of their iniquity, then I will remember my covenant with Jacob, and also covenant with Isaac. And so basically, look. So God forgot. So God forgot. He went off on his word and he forgot, and then he'll remember once you say, look. Look, imagine I'm a millionaire, right? I got a whole bunch of money, right? Right? I come to you and your family and I tell you, yo, I'm going to give you millions of dollars and I'm going to give all your kids millions of dollars. I promise. That's on everything. That's on my soul. I mean that. No matter what, I'm going to make sure all your generations taken care of. I got you, right? And then like 6 generations down the line, right? I go, I ain't giving you shit. You going to be poor. You ain't going to have no money. You ain't going to have nothing. You going to be broke. Unless you say that I'm the one that's giving you money and I'm taking care of you. And then I remember what I told your great-great-grandfather. Now say it. And then you go, okay, I'm nothing without you. You're the one who gives me money. Yeah, alright. Yeah, now here goes some money, nigga. This is what it is. This is what God is. This is what God is. That's a metaphorical explanation of what it is, right? Tiny Rich said, ain't no way I'm looking up to a jealous God. Not at all. Listen, bro, before I was even woke, right? When I was younger, before I was even woke and they would tell me this stuff, because I grew up in the church, right? Before I was even woke, I would always say, look, if I gotta go to hell, let me go to hell. But just ask God if I could talk to him before I go so I could let him know how to be a God. I used to say that when I was 13, 14 years old. I used to tell my family, because my family owned the church. I used to go to church about 6 days a week, right? One of my aunts, right? And I used to literally tell my aunt, they used to be like, you gonna burn in hell, blah, blah, blah. And I used to be like, listen, I burn in hell, that's cool. But let me have a conversation with him before I go. You know what I'm saying? When I get to the gates and he tell me, you gotta go to hell, I'm gonna tell him, can I have a conversation with you? And let me show you how to be a God, nigga. Let me show you how to treat your people, bruh. Because you don't know how to treat them. Let me show you how thou shall respect thou creations. Because you not knoweth of that. That's what I used to say when I was younger. And that was before I even realized, like, that it was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm not following. You're not going to scare me into being something I'm not. I don't move like that. Ain't none of that in me. You're not going to scare me into being okay with molesting children, G. Like if you say to me, bro, are you okay with rape? And I say, nah. And then you put a gun in my head. Are you okay with rape? Nigga, did you hear what I said? Nah. What you talking about? What you talking about? Nah. You don't change. I don't change who I am. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not. No. I don't move like that. Anyway, let's keep on going. Right? Alright, so that's that. That's why I highlighted that. You know what I'm saying? But he was basically saying, I will remember my covenant with Jacob and also with Isaac. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a covenant with Jacob. You know, Jacob is Israel. This is where the whole Israelite thing come from, because Jacob wrestled with himself, and you know, his self told him that his name was Israel, and this is where the Israelites come from. All of this literally come from him going on that mountain when he was scared of Esau, because Esau was great, come fuck him up. Esau is his brother, right? Esau was great, come fuck him up. And he was scared, and he went up on a mountain to meditate. Well, they didn't say he meditated. I'm just telling you what happened. But he went up there by himself, and he fought with himself in the land of the pineal. And those who know what a pineal is, that's your pineal gland. right? But listen, I'm running out of time, y'all. That's pretty much all that I had. I got 20 seconds left. Y'all remember to be positive, optimistic, keep positive people in your circle. If y'all don't mind, comment underneath what y'all, what y'all thoughts is. And I'll see y'all tomorrow with the next book that I'm about to start reading, which is what? Numbers. Book of Numbers, all right? I'm going to finish that tomorrow and I'll be back.